In the Mario Party games, items are essential to beat the other players, or as some would say, f*** over your friends. And since the new Super Mario Party for the Nintendo Switch was released recently, we will take a look at the top 10 best items in the entire franchise. Number 10. Protecting yourself is always important in this game because geez, you can lose everything in seconds. So therefore, the mighty metal mushroom orb seen in Mario Party 6 and 7 are perfect for this goal. When a player uses it, they turn into metal, and because of this, trap orbs are ineffective on the spaces the player passes by. So you're basically invincible, which is a huge bonus of course. If you're extremely close to the star, then nothing can stop you. It can even help you survive the last bit of the game when you are in first, and everyone tries to take your coins and stars. So clearly at any point in the game, this item can be extremely useful, and even save the game for you. There isn't an item in the entire game that can stop you in this state. Number 9. Now, the new Super Mario Party also included some new features like the buddies. They can help you roll die, compete in minigames and more. Because of this, the item known as the buddy phone became a thing. It resembles a miniature mobile phone with an ally icon on its screen. When used, the player summons a random ally that is not already a character in play. The ally then gives the player the option of rolling their special dice block, as well as add either 1 or 2 to their leader's die roll. Now, no matter your playstyle or strategy, these allies are always useful and give you a lot more options. So really, this item is extremely handy in any situation. And those new special dice you can get even help you way later. Every roll you do will also benefit from it, because the ally will also roll their die, increasing your final number. So clearly, this is extremely useful. Number 8. Out of all the characters seen in the entire Mario Party franchise, there's one that's the strongest, Bowser. And using the Bowser suit item, you can become him and obtain a lot of power. It is a somewhat rare item that first appeared in Mario Party 2. When used, you will wear a Bowser costume and be able to take 20 coins from every opponent you pass during your roll. So with this item, you can get coins extremely fast and make sure that all the other players have none. The only sad part is the fact that it's quite hard to get. However, in Mario Party 3, they can sometimes be purchased from Baby Bowser at the item shops. So really, when you have this item, you can easily get enough funding for all the stars in the world and cripple every player near you. Number 7. Some items are great for both helping you and destroying somebody else's plans, and the reverse mushroom is a great example of that. However, only in Mario Party 3 it's really useful like that. It is a green mushroom with a red U-turn symbol on it, and is Donkey Kong's favorite item. The player who has it can make any player on the board go in reverse when they are moving across it. They can only solve this problem by reaching a fork or area with multiple paths, then the person inflicted can choose to go forward, in another direction, or still go backwards. This can help you a ton or completely ruin anyone's plan. For example, the star spawns behind you, and using this item you can now get it. But if someone is close to a star and it's a bit of a make or break point, then you can reverse their movement so they can't get it at all. So really, it's quite versatile. Number 6. Now, those items that can screw other people over can be decent, good, and great. And for number 6, we will look at one in the great category. The Fireball Orb from Mario Party 7 that can only be used by Mario and Luigi. This item is amazing, but sadly enough limited to only 2 characters. Whoever uses this orb is surrounded by fireballs, and as they go around the board, they throw fireballs at any opponent in their way, getting 10 coins from each person they hit. So yet again, anyone that's close to you will have a bad day, and you can even effectively use it to make sure someone doesn't have enough coins for something. However, there's one thing that makes all of this even better. The effect of this orb lasts for 3 turns. So if you didn't hit your target the first time, you have a second and even third chance to do so. For 3 whole turns, you're a real threat to everyone on the board, which is always a great thing. Well, when you are the one on the offensive, of course. Number 5. So far I've only mentioned items that either protect you or make sure you're stacked up on coins and everyone else isn't. However, there are items in the game that are a lot more powerful than that and can even change the outcome of the game. One of those is the Boo Bell. It rarely appears and can only be obtained in an item minigame. It uses to ring for Boo and ask him to steal coins or a star, depending on how much the player can afford. In Mario Party 3, it appears more frequently, as it can be purchased from the Koopa Kid. So instead of just getting coins, you can get the thing you want right away, the star. Now, there are defenses for this item. However, most of the time, all the players on the board won't have those, so they are open for an attack. So while it costs coins, you can certainly make sure you win if there's 1 star difference in the end. Number 4. Now, if you have nothing to make someone else's stars or coins go away, you can always increase your own loot. This is where the double star card comes in, because this item can grant you more when you finally reach the star. It doubles the amount you get, but you have to pay for the extra stars earned, meaning if that you can't afford twice the amount, then you can't get more. And the insane thing is, the double star card is stackable, meaning that players can earn up to 12 stars for 120 coins. This might be the reason why it's only seen in the Balloon Bash mode in Mario Party Star Rush. However, if you happen to play this game, then the double star item is certainly a must for any player. Number 3. As you have noticed by now, some items are complicated and can be used for a lot of different things, but you also have some that do exactly what they say. Like the Golden Pipe, a normal item that appears in Mario Party DS as the Star Pipe, which functions similar to the Genie Lamp of previous Mario Party games. It can be bought at any item shop after the 5th round, costs 15 coins, and when used will take the player directly to the location of the star. But the player still has to trade coins to buy one, so it's good, but not the whole package. They did make a small change in behavior in the new title by placing you directly besides the star, rather than on top of it. So this item, no matter what, is extremely handy and should be an instant buy when you see it at the shop. It saves you a ton of time after all, and there's almost no chance of it all going wrong. Like I said, it's quite straightforward. Number 2. Now from this point onward, we start to get to the ridiculous items that will completely ruin your match if you're hit by them. Because the 2-star hex is a type of trap that will really screw you over. The player possessing it can choose to place it on any blue or red space within 5 spaces from their current location. If an opponent lands on it, 2 stars will be taken from them and given to the player who placed the hex. Now if he or she doesn't have any stars, the hex won't have any special effect and it will just be destroyed. And if the player or team who threw it lands on it, they will receive 5 coins, so no matter what, it's a win for the player who placed it. Clearly this item can be a huge game changer, because it can make sure that someone goes from 2 to 0 stars, which is a huge blow. So when it comes to traps seen in the entire series, this one is certainly the strongest, and wasn't seen a whole lot for that exact reason. Number 1. Now for the ultimate item, the one thing that will pave your way to victory, because it's actually not just one, but multiple items. The Grab Bag, a very rare item that costs 25 coins in Mario Party DS. It can be found during the last turns of a 20, 25 or 30 turn game, or can be found in an item block. When a player uses it, it takes away other items, but gives them a star pipe, block sensor, and triple dice set, similar to an item bag in Mario Party 3 and Mario Party 4. But it has only 3 specified items, unlike an item bag which contains 3 random items. However, these items that you always get from the bag are beyond amazing and you get a star bare minimum. So really getting it is certainly something to celebrate and be happy about, because the other items are also great and give you a ton of options. Most of the time you would go for this collection of items instead of the ones you have, unless they're really, really good. So in my opinion, this item is certainly the best one ever seen. Thanks for watching everyone, I hope you enjoyed. Be sure to check out my other top 10 videos like the ones I did on Super Mario Odyssey, other spin-off games like Mario Kart, and of course all my Zelda top 10s. I will link some down below, and of course I will link some on the screen and stuff, and you can always click subscribe and the bell button because that would be great. And besides that, I just hope you enjoyed.